Hello everyone. In last lecture we will already know about the what is use of concurrent control, or the difference between the concurrency and parallelism, and why we need a concurrent schedule. Then this session we will know about the how to why we need to control it. Then what are the different type of problems, and that's why we need a concurrency control process. Now we will see the details about the concurrency problem first, and then we will know about how to control it. Right, concurrency control. In this concurrency control, multiple transactions can be executed simultaneously, may affect the transaction result because of concurrency concurrent schedule. The transaction result may be affected. We need to control it with the concurrency control. Important to maintain the order of execution of those transactions. Then we need to check it out, the transaction flow, and then we need to verify or control the concurrency schedule. That in that scenario we need a concurrency control, and how we will in a later session we will know about how to control that concurrency schedules if the particular concurrent schedule have a problem. Now the problems are, that one is simply the problems of concurrency control means when the concurrency control mechanism control it, then which type of a problem it need to control. Several problems can occur when concurrent transactions are executed in an uncontrolled manner. If it is not a concurrency run under the concurrency control, then it's a different type of problems occur in a concurrent schedule. Following are the three problems in a concurrency control, or we can say that in a concurrent schedule, right? And the concurrency control it. Now the read write conflict serializability transaction, right? That is the problem. Now one by one, lost update means a write conflict. Dirty read or the uncommitted data is a read write conflict. It may be the exam contain this type of question, and objective contains this type of option like which is conflict serializability options, like an particular objective contains read write, read write, or whatever the option. We need to know about this concept, and then we can select the proper objectives or the answer. Now the lost update, dirty read, and unrepeatable read or inconsistent retrial problem, that is the write read and read write conflict. Now we will know about the one by one in detail with the help of example. Then what is the lost update problem? When two transactions that access the same database item, means simple, that one is T1 and T2 access the A with the same time, right? That is the in a database. A is in a database. Then if two transactions T1 and T2 read the record and then update it, and then it affects the updating of the first record, will be the overridden by the second. We will go with the example. Now transaction X and transaction Y, and this one is showing the timestamp. We can say that transaction X read the A value, that one is considering as 10. Now the transaction Y read the A value, that is also 10. Now transaction X update the A value 10 to 20, right? Transaction X update the value 10 to 20, and again transaction Y update the value A 20 to 30. Now it missed the value which one is updated by the X, that one is a 20, right? Because of when the transaction X nextly read the value of A, it is not a 20, it's a 30. Then it's have the difference, that is initially it read the 20, and now it again read it, it's a 30. That is the actual problem of a lost of update. Means the X transaction update the value A as a 20, it's a lost because of the transaction Y, the value of transaction Y update the value of A as a 30. That is called the lost update problem. Now this is simply the explanation about this process. You can read it. Now this is called the last update problem. Now this type of a problem, which one is controlled by the concurrency control process. Okay. Now the second problem is a dirty read. This is simply, we can say that the last update is a write problem, right? This is, we can say that the write conflict. Okay. Maybe it contains again the same scenario with the exam contains a write conflict means what, or it may be the last update. Both are the same thing. Now simply the next type, that one is a dirty read. We can say that dirty read means a write read conflict. Dirty read means a write read conflict or the uncommitted data. Now what is the dirty read? A reading uncommitted data is a dirty read. Read-write conflict or the dirty read. We will go with the example directly because of the explanation content, again the same thing. Now this is simple transaction 1, transaction 2. Then transaction 1 executes some operation, read A, write A, then it gives access to the transaction 2. Then again transaction 2, read the value of A, write the value of A and commit it. This is called the dirty read. Why? Because of this updated value of A is not yet committed, right? And it reads by the T2 and then T2 committed, and then after that T1 is failed. Then it's again a rollback and update the value of A's initial value of this situation, right? With this time. Now the transaction to read the A value already. That one is 10 and that one is written by this transaction, this operation, that is a 10. But here it roll back and the initial value of A is a 5. Now the T2 read the value of A is a 10 and T1 again have the value of A is a 5 because of the failure or the rollback. That is called the dirty read. Okay, that is called the dirty read, and that one is done with the uncommitted. Why it's a dirty read? Because of write read process, write read conflict without committing, reading the without committed values. That is simply the dirty read or the uncommitted read or the uncommitted data read, right? That is simply the example. Now the last type, that one is unrepeatable read and inconsistency retrieval problem. Now same, we can say that is a read write conflict. Now what is simply the read x value, then again transaction 2 also read the x value, then again the transaction 1 write the value, then again transaction 2 read the value. This is a read write. In previous, that is a write read. Now what exact the problem is, that is T1 read the value of x is a 10 here. Now T2 read the value of x is here as a 10. Now T1 update the value of x as a 15, right? Now again T2 read the value of x is a 15, and this is the unrepeated read because of initially T2 read the value of x is a 10 and again it reads 15. Then this type of a read called as a unrepeated read or the inconsistent retrieval. This is a initially it read as a 10 and now it is read as a 15. Means it comes with inconsistency, and this type of a read inconsistency called as a unrepeatable read, right? This is simply the third problem under the concurrency schedule. Now this type of a problem we need to control it, and that's why we need a concurrency control system. Now in a later session we will know about how to control this type of a problem. Okay, thank you.